Good day everyone, I am Vince Mipigarido and I'll be discussing the modern ICT in education. Information and Communication Technology or ICT can impact student and learning when teachers are digitally literate and understand how to integrate it into curriculum. So the schools are use variety of ICT tools to communicate, create, store, and manage information. In some cases, ICT has become an integral part of teaching learning interaction like replacing chalkboards with interactive digital whiteboards or by allowing students to use their own smartphones, computers, or other devices to learn during class time. And also, it is called a flipped classroom. It is a concept in which students view lectures on the internet at home and use class time for more involved activities. So, an example of this is online class or by using our Google Classroom. So, according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development 2005 and Benga 2006, ICT can work in a number of general ways. So, first is it can be used to train students in skills which they will need a further education and a learning process throughout the rest of their lives and also their future jobs. So, the example of this is wording processing and email communication. Second is it can provide access to information and communication outside the classroom. Example is via using the internet. And the third one is it can be used to support teacher development via external networks. And lastly, it can support a potential transform the learning and teaching process. Next is what are the challenges in using ICT in teaching and learning? So first is limited accessibility and network connection. Second is the school with limited technical support and lack of effective training. And also limited time and lack of teachers' competency. So that's all for the modern ICT in education. So next is the open education resources which will be discussed by Eugenio and Garcia.
Open educational resources. Any form of educational materials that are in the public domain are known as open educational resources. So, open educational resources are teaching, learning, and research materials in any medium, digital or otherwise, that reside in the public domain or have been released under an open license that permits no-cost access, use, adaptation, and redistribution by others with no or limited restrictions. OERs is important because it provides affordable material to students, allows faculty to enhance their own work, and provides faculty with content for classes. Next, within the bounds of Creative Commons licensing, there are 5 key points to consider when using OERs. First, reuse. Content can be reused in its unaltered original format. Reuse, use your original, revise, or remix copy of the source publicly. Example, on a website, in a presentation, and in a class. Second, retain. Copies of content can be retained for personal archives or reference. Retain. Make, own, and control a copy of the resource. Example, you can download and keep your own copy. Third, revise. Content can be modified or altered to suit specific needs. You can edit, adapt, and modify your copy of the resource. Example, you can translate into another language. Fourth, remix. Content can be adapted with other similar content to create something new. You can combine your original or revised copy of the resource with other existing material to create something new. Example, you can make a mashup. Fifth, redistribute. Content can be shared with anyone else in its original or altered format. Share copies of your original, revised, or remixed copy of the resource with others. Example, post a copy online or give one to a friend.
Benefits of online educational resources. For teaching staff, Online educational resources can supplement and add value to existing curriculum resources. For students, it can reduce the cost of education for your students. This can help reduce the financial stress by removing textbook purchases. Using online educational resources can expose students to a wider range of digital learning opportunities in the form of open text, open images, open courseware, and self-assessment tool. According to JISC, learners can benefit from enhanced quality and flexibility of resources, seeing or applying knowledge in a wider context than their course may otherwise allow. Support for learner centered, self directed, peer to peer, and social or informal learning approaches. Okay, online educational resources also provide learning resources with cost saving, quality, and flexibility of access, enhance opportunities for self learning at home, skills development, digital literacy for skills for searching, reusing, recreating, disseminating, branding, and networking. And for performance, using any ICT tool or application, for example, KineMaster, Power Director, or any app that you can use to edit the video, create a 1 minute video portraying any of the challenges that you have experienced in online education. And please make this in a group. Thank you.